guys, Adam here at DirectionTrader.com. Let's do a review here and go over positions that were taken in the live trading room today. As you see here, we do have fib drawn from the highs all the way to the lows, and we were looking to hold these 94s here. This is a 61.8% fib. We're looking for them to hold, but all this is in pre-market. This is before the market opened. Now, once the market opened here, right at the 6:30 time, we were focused on this previous day's high, as you see right here marked up. This is the previous day's trading high. Now, if we're above the high, we simply are looking for pullbacks. But as we were opening up today, we had breached down through the previous day's high, so that gave me one option. I wasn't going to go in here buying. I was looking to sell the previous day's high, and when that happens, we look for push to the downside. And that's exactly what happened here, guys. Pretty cut and dry. One of my most common entries is actually trading the previous day's highs and lows. And that's pretty typical to what we did today, guys. As you see here, let me zoom out a little bit. You can see where I took my short. But basically all this is, guys, is the market coming down from these highs. Coming down, it held at 61.8. It's coming down, and we had breached through the previous day's high, as you see here. It held once, held twice, broke through, simply pulled back, and I took a short. We got a nice little push to the downside here. I think quite a few guys were able to take that in the room today, so it worked out pretty well here. The reason we took it in the S&P and we didn't take it in the Russell, I will explain here real quickly because I had this question today. You notice here at the entry on the S&P came right at 6:45. I'm on the Pacific Coast, so the market opens here at 6:30. That would be 9:30 Eastern. So market opens at 6:30 here. I don't like to trade the first 5 or 10 minutes because usually it's a lot of flooded orders here. It's a little chop. There's no real consistency, no structure to it. So I wait a little longer. Now, you notice we got in here at 6:45. Plenty of time for them orders to fill and the market to start to move cooperatively. Now, if you look over here at the Russell, as we look in here, if I zoom in at the open, the reason I did not take this exact same setup, guys, the exact same setup, previous day's high, as you can see here, marked up previous day's high. The reason, and it's the same setup as the S&P, or the ES. You notice the same thing. You notice pre-market we were trading up above, then we started selling off, and then right at the open here, look at the 6:30 time slot. 6:30 came right here. This was actually testing pre-market, so I wasn't comfortable with that. So the Russell actually tested its previous day's high at about 6:20, 6:15, and I wasn't comfortable trading right before the open, especially on the indexes. I like to trade either pre-market or wait to 5 or 10 minutes after the open. So I wasn't able to take the Russell today. I ended up taking the S&P, but the exact same setup, guys. Moving forward to the crude. Let's show you a couple crude opportunities, guys. Same thing. Does this look familiar? Same thing. I got previous day's highs marked up, previous day's low marked up. You notice we started to push in the pre-market, and then what did we do? Right back down inside for the actual session. And as we pushed inside, you're going to notice I got short 2 separate times here, guys. Once I got short as we pushed down. We pushed down here. Let me blow this up for us so you can see it a little better. As we pushed down here, guys, I didn't get the opportunity that I wanted. I wanted this exact setup like I did in the ES. I wanted this short here. It didn't happen. You see we just screamed down, 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 and away. We ran. We got choppy. I was simply waiting for a breakout. I didn't care if it broke to the upside. I was going to look to reshort this, or if we finally started selling off. Once we sold off, we got a pullback. As if you block this off, we got a pullback to it. I got short here. Had a nice little pop to the downside. So a nice profitable trade there. And then, once again, earlier in the day, we had this area marked up as an area that was used as resistance and support. Simply what I do, I waited. As we failed down below here, back to the upside, what do we look for? One of two things. We have a big old checklist that we look for here, guys. We have Fibonacci's, Number one. So, check number one, we have Fibonacci's. Here's a 50% pullback. Check. Got a fib pullback. Check number one. Check number two, support or resistance. What do we have here, guys? Previous low. Look at all the support and resistance that come through at the same level. Check two. Divergence. Check three. Divergence. What are we looking for? M pattern. If we're in a reversal, you see the market is pushing up here, so we got to look for a reversal pattern. I waited for an M pattern here. I front ran these highs by a few ticks. You see I got my short, but looky here. We got high and high, high and high. Extremely low divergence. Check three. So we had another nice shorting opportunity. I was able to get short here at the 14s, take profits at the 99s. I took profits based on a trail stop. I actually had my order out at 90 for my target, but I was trailing it down. I ended up getting stopped out at 99 before it ultimately turned right back to the upside. So as far as the entry go, I just wanted to explain why we entered again short up here and not continued down here. Once we got down here, we got this nice short. I wasn't going to continue to try to use this level. It didn't continue to push anymore, so I didn't keep on pressing this level. I waited until we got back up to the full fib, previous support, which was very well defined, and then we had a divergence, so it gave us a wonderful opportunity right here at the 7:48 Pacific, which would be 10:48 Eastern. So that was our third trade. Them were the only three trades today, guys. We had three really nice profitable trades in the room, and ended up being a really nice morning. So let's take a look at the overview of the markets that as far as tomorrow. Let's blow up here and look at the anchor charts. Nothing's really changed here on the S&P. As you see, we do have previous highs to previous lows. We're still holding the 94s, guys. If we're holding the 94s tomorrow, you know I'm going to be looking to trade to the downside. I'm going to have this previous day's high marked up here, and I'm going to look for it to hold and look to continue trading this to the downside. Now, if 94s fail, I want to see these 97s fail. This here's a 97. If this fails, we're going back up to this high. So we're going to be real patient here to watch in between this 94 and 97. This is probably a no zone for me. I'll wait for it to get above the 97s or below the 94s, and I will buy above the 97s, sell below the 94s, and just continue to ride that wave. Russell is somewhat of the same, but a little different because the Russell's not hanging out as high as the S&P is. You notice the S&P is hanging out a little bit higher here. Russell here is just chopping inside of its previous day's range. That's what happened today. We got that sell-off that we tried taking that was pre-market. We ended up taking the S&P here and then chop, guys. So there's absolutely no change, sideways movement in the Russell moving forward. I will mark up previous day's high, this low here, and we'll look to buy the lows and sell the highs because the way it looks right now, we're going to open up inside day. So if not, we will adjust in our pre-market routine. Let's go down here and check out the euro, guys. I wanted to trade the euro today. I wanted this opportunity. If you're in the room, I talked about it a lot right out of the gate. Just wasn't able to take advantage of it, guys. If you have your previous day's low, previous day's high marked up, what are we looking to do? If we're inside of it, we look to buy the lows and sell the highs, right? But what happens if it breaks out of it? Back to the downside. That's what I was trying to do today in the euro. I just didn't get an opportunity here, guys. The dollar decided to continue its sideways chop. Dollar was just chopping sideways as this euro didn't have a lot of momentum, but it didn't have any buy orders either. So it slowly stair-stepped its way to the downside, not giving me really any opportunity simply because the dollar was sideways. When the dollar's sideways, guys, you're going to notice I'm really going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to try doing anything crazy. You know, if there's no moving in the currencies, I want to be real careful when it comes to trading the markets. So I didn't get the opportunity there. Crude, you know, we had a couple really nice trades, guys. But once again, it's all set up by knowing what price is doing and where it is in respect to its historical price. We had the previous day's high marked up here, previous day's low. What we're looking for all day, if we're above the highs and we continue to push up, we would see something like this and we'd keep taking pullbacks. Did that happen? Nope. We failed in the Globex session. Won't. Back to the downside. I took one short right here at these previous lows, sold it off, came back up. I took another short right here at them same levels. Back to the downside. We were ultimately looking for it to retest these lows. Didn't happen. Back to the upside. It doesn't matter. With our trade management, we were able to take two really nice winning trades there, just in time for it to get sucked right back up, guys. So, not a bad day. It was a good day for being such a sideways, choppy day with the dollar. We made some really good money, and we can take it to the bank and move forward. So, moving forward here, you know we're going to have these previous days marked up, this current day marked up, guys, and we'll see where we open up tomorrow in respect to today's actual price movement. There wasn't a ton. We've been chopping here a little bit after a couple nice little moves here. On the crude, we have chopped sideways here a little bit. Now let's wait. Break of the lows, you know we're looking to go low. Break of the high, you know we're looking to go high. So either way, we'll be ready. But pre-market routine in the morning, guys. We'll see what these markets do in the Globex session tonight, and we will get back at it tomorrow. Thanks for watching this, guys, and all you members, I will see you in the live trading room in the morning. If you're not a member, come take a trial at directiontrader.com. Have a good day.